Mollie here. Due to technical difficulties, starting around 38 minutes into the recording, there's a crackling when I speak. We apologize for the sound quality.
You're listening to the Very Serious Crafts podcast.
We're very serious crafters.
And we craft very serious crafts.
Very serious.
Hello, and welcome to episode 12 of the Very Serious Crafts podcast. I'm Heidi from Hands Occupied.
I'm Mollie from Wild Olive.
And I'm Haley from Red Handled Scissors. Today we'll be talking about sewing for Halloween, knitting machine rocking chairs, and fancy new nieces.
Also, if you're a person who likes to hang out on the internet, you should hang out with us. Find us on Instagram and Twitter at Serious Crafts and on Facebook at Very Serious Crafts. You can also find show notes and all things Very Serious Crafts at veryseriouscrafts.com.
So what's up, ladies?
I was still just kind of thinking about all of those very serious crafts that we just started about. But no, here's, if you sew at all, you know that at some point you have to pull out a seam ripper. It is just a thing that must happen. And
yes,
this week, I mean, I guess I sort of knew this going back, but this week I also learned that occasionally, if you have surgery on your face, specifically like by a plastic surgeon, you might also need a seam ripper for your face.
What? No.
It's terrible.
Man. We're back to weird stuff.
We are. It really wasn't all that weird, but it sounds so much better when you say, I took a seam ripper to my face. I didn't. But I had. So for those of you who don't know, last fall I had to have surgery on my face for some skin cancer. They patched it all together, which I joked at the time felt a little bit like patchwork quilting, the way that my face was kind of, re-stretched and put into place. But now the scar was all healed, and my plastic surgeon, who is excellent at what he does, felt like it just needed to look a little bit better than it did. He used the term gilding the lily, which was about the scar being the lily, not my face, by the way.
I feel like I would have said like face zhuzh.
Yes.
You need to just zhuzh your face.
I feel like zhuzhing is all of the massage that I have to do to it. More than slicing things open and restitching them. But basically that's what it was. It was a seam that needed to be opened up and then put back together again so that it looks nicer than it has. So yeah, went and had that done yesterday, and plastic surgeon. So he's been so great, but he, like months ago when I saw him, it was right after we started the podcast, and he asked what's new, and because this is all I talk about, I said, oh, well, started a podcast. So yesterday he said, how's the podcast going? And was asking questions about it. And he was absolutely so sweet. So that's my
and then he cut open your face
story. That's right.
This podcast is taking a turn, guys.
I know, it's gotten a little bit weird, but we discussed crafts while he was stitching me, so this stitching is my life.
I kind of love that.
I know.
Yeah. Like, that makes so much sense to me.
Yeah, and he was like, well, you know how it is in your work. You can always make something just a little bit nicer, a little bit better. You can just keep on improving it. It's like, okay, you get me.
So
yeah, I'm right there with him.
Yeah.
I feel really good about your plastic surgery.
I know.
Was it to like reduce scar tissue specifically?
I thought that's what we were doing, because I have some areas where it's a little bit more pronounced, but we're attacking that in a different way. So I also get steroids in my face. My face is so buff now. But this was where the scar had like a little, like an indent to it. So it kind of almost looked tufted, if you will. And so there was 2 areas. So now those have been restitched. The rest of it, though, it's really amazing how good stitching and just healing time can make it look barely noticeable. So that's the goal for the rest of it. But yeah, I haven't actually seen it. It's all still under a bandage. So I don't know quite what that looked like. And I'm glad that I didn't have to watch it.
Oh, I would have watched. I would have asked for a mirror.
No, they completely they drape you so that you can't see anything. Yeah.
I videotaped on an old flip phone, the very first phones with cameras. I definitely videotaped the only stitches that I have ever gotten. They didn't ask how much I weighed before they gave me narcotic painkiller, in my defense. So I wasn't quite really there.
Yeah.
But I'm very sorry to say that when that phone broke in half, the video died with it because it was fascinating.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure.
Well, that was after mine. I was asking him, so what kind of stitch was that? And, I mean, basically it was in surgical terms, it's a running stitch, but it's really like a whip stitch. But it was just so, It was so perfect and evenly spaced and everything. It's amazing.
I wonder how many surgeons are also quilters. I wonder if that's a thing.
I thought it was a thing that they're told to get into embroidery to to work on their fine motor skills. I thought I read that somewhere.
It could be.
I don't know.
I have not. Now I'm going to have to look into
it. Yeah, if you're that kind of professional, tell us about it because we want to know.
Yeah.
How do you get that good at sewing people up?
I have a feeling the answer involves corpses, but we should probably move on.
Yes, please. Let's move on. Heidi, how you doing?
I'm doing really great, guys. Because longtime listeners of our podcast, that's really not that old yet.
Oh, come on. We're more than a quarter
Yeah.
into the podcast.
Well, longtime listeners of our podcast might recall me talking about having a new niece on the way and feeling like I needed to make her all sorts of things. So what's exciting is that she was legally adopted last week.
Yay!
And
So
it was the
exciting.
day before she turned 3 months old, and she was very early, so she's healthy and everything's great, and I get to meet her tomorrow.
Yay!
Yes!
I'm so excited. She's teeny tiny and I can't wait.
That is the best news.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So I can't really top that with any other news in my life right now.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about
Very
you, Haley?
understandable.
Well, in a different kind of exciting news, I guess, as you guys who listened to the last episode know, my first book, Improper Cross Stitch, came out, and for the first time this past week, someone brought a copy with them to hang out with me, and then pulled it out and asked me to sign it. And, this is a good friend of mine. His name is Harry. I actually told him that I was going to be telling this story today, and he had a good laugh. But I guess it never occurred to me in the whole grand scheme of thinking about having a book published that I was actually going to need to sign books, and that when that happened, I would actually need to think of something to write in them. And so I'm sitting here at the bar below my apartment with this book in front of me, holding a Sharpie marker, and my mind has gone completely blank. Like crickets.
Yeah.
Nothing going on. And then, as I'm trying desperately, my husband is filming this happening.
That's worse.
Because, so I can remember the first book that I signed, and I'm trying desperately to think of something clever to write in this book. And the only thing that pops into my mind is a terrible Will Smith pun. And it won't leave. Just over and over again in my mind. Getting stitchy with it.
Very relevant.
I just, yes, exactly. Thank you. And so that is, in fact, what I wrote because nothing else came. So I signed this book to Harry, getting stitchy with it, Love Haley. And that will now forever be how I signed my very first book. Mm-hmm. And I can't decide how I feel about that.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
So
it's a little late, Heidi.
Well, next. No. Next, you can become a plastic surgeon.
And I mean, I have now actually given it thought. I have some options for how I will sign. Getting stitchy with it is also really hard to write quickly because there's so many T's and I's. Like, it's a terrible idea. But yeah, anyway, so that's how my life's going.
Anyway, so what are we actually going to talk about today instead of our ramblings from the beginning?
They've been good ramblings. I've been enjoying these ramblings.
Yeah.
So in also recent things that I've been doing that have maybe been a little bit happier, but also stitchy, I recently decided it was absolutely time to pull out some old sketches that I've had for almost 2 years and actually finish what I had intended to do with them. And I found that this is I know.
Shocking.
It's amazing.
You're allowed to do that?
Yeah, it's rare that it happens, but I've found that it can be a really good place to look for ideas of things to work on. Actually, no, the problem is never the ideas. The problem is always the time to do them, hence 2 years. But
yep.
Anyway,
right.
So I've been thinking about these sushi embroidery patterns that I've wanted to do. I'm actually not a big sushi eater. If I eat sushi, it's going to be vegetarian sushi, which most people, of course, don't even think is a thing. But I had designed some sushi cross-stitch patterns for Cross Stitch Crazy magazine. And my intention was always to then make similar matching embroidery patterns to go with it. So I've held on to these sketches that, started as just drawings of sushi that then I translated into cross stitch, which is a weird change. Haley, I'm sure that you understand that process.
Yes, completely.
And but of course, great sketches ready to go for embroidery mostly. So they've just sat there, and I keep putting them on this list of personal projects. Like, they just move from month to month. Do this project, and it's never happened. So this...
Oh, I have one of those. It's been moving for like a year and a half.
Yeah, exactly. So I finally started working on them. The patterns themselves are all drawn. I have started stitching, but really the thing that pushed it forward was getting a few sample stitchers to work with me on this. And once you get other people involved, you have to finish the thing. So
yeah, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
So I did that, and that was good. But it was it's been so nice to actually take these old things that have just been sitting there for a long time and really make it happen. And it's a thing that I do with my crafting all the time in various things, is when I always keep sketchbooks of things, and occasionally it's just time to pull them out and look through them. And even if an old thing doesn't translate into the new thing, it often inspires it and kind of gives it something to go. So this is my grand advice for everyone, is keep sketchbooks and look through the old ones every once in a while. And sometimes you will go, wow, that was terrible. What was I thinking? but then occasionally you find a gem and you're like, why did I never do anything with that? So there it is. It has worked out well for me.
No, I've got color-coded note cards for different kinds of projects, and every project idea goes on a note card in that color-coded area, and then I've got this basically recipe box to flip through, which is fun because you know how when you have a like just an idea, but you are in the middle of 3 other things at the time, and just write it down and be like, all right, that's out of my brain.
Yeah.
And I don't look at them nearly as often as I should, but when I do, I'm like, oh, yeah. Yeah, why don't we do that?
I feel like having a Rolodex would work for that system, too. Like if you had a really cool vintage Rolodex.
Yeah, it's just fun to spin.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I am now on eBay.
Yeah.
Looking up my Rolodex.
Crafty inspiration Rolodex.
I wonder if there's a Rolodex punch.
Well, yeah.
I imagine there is.
I think there is, yeah.
Well, because like I've used the Happy Planner, which is really big right now in the planner world, and I'm not much of a paper crafter, but the Happy Planner I love because you can get, it's a 3-hole punch, but instead of punching 3 holes, it punches 9 like little notches, so you can spiral bind your notebooks and also be able to rearrange the pages. It's literally a Rolodex, but as a notebook. So there's got to be a punch for Rolodexes, because Rolodexes obviously predate the Happy Planner.
I'm sure that I could fall down a whole rabbit hole of Rolodex and Rolodex related tools. I'm sure there's like the be all end all of like vintage Rolodex that Rolodexes that Rolodexes I don't know, that people are searching for at antique shops. Like I can see this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I'm maybe avoiding it.
Yeah.
I haven't decided yet.
There's also, you could also get like a crappy vintage Rolodex and paint it to look like Sushi. See, we're connecting the dots here.
There you go.
What?
I'm not sure what that really would look like, but I mean, it is like a sushi Rolodex. It works.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sushi roll.
Exactly.
A dex. Yeah. Oh boy.
Guys, I don't get it.
Yeah, Molly's picking up when I'm putting down Haley.
I am clearly too literal. I have no idea what either of you are talking about.
I have no idea what it would look like, but it's the wordplay here. A sushi roll.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I can picture what it would look like because sushi
is
rolls.
You have to have a very
like they're round.
Yeah.
So
it needs to be a very full Rolodex, I think.
But you would only see it from the side.
Yeah.
Like it would only be in its full sushi glory if you came at it from the side, not head on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you now.
Yeah. This is us designing in real time collaboratively, folks. This is how our brains work.
Aren't you super excited?
I did not see that conversation going in that direction, but that was fantastic.
I mean, see, your sketchbooks lead to all kinds of inspiration.
That's right. I just use like composition books. I go cheap and easy, and I just have stacks of them. But now I see the error in my ways.
Sushi Rolodex.
Yeah, why aren't you using a sushi Rolodex? Why isn't everyone?
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Okay then.
Well, I don't have. Yeah.
Transition out of that one.
I'm working on it. Okay, hold on. No.
All right.
I'm just going to tell you about a little problem I have.
Okay.
That is not about sushi Rolodexes. I can't stop propagating succulents. I mean, it's actually causing some real inconvenience in my daily life. Because, so I have a bunch of succulents, but I also live in basically a cave. I live in a railroad apartment that is like half a floor of a brownstone, and I've got east and west facing windows. And at least 2 of the interior rooms in my apartment don't have windows because there aren't any. Like, that is not how that works. And so I like succulents, I like plants broadly, and I keep finding like the neat ones that I kind of have my eye on, but in states of needing to be rescued. Mm-hmm. And so I keep bringing these plants into my apartment, and I have gotten like plant light setups. I have reached my limit for plant lights. I do not have any additional places for plant lights, and since those succulents, they need plant lights, otherwise they get leggy, and it's a whole problem. And so every time, like, you move or rotate the plants, sometimes the leaves pop off a succulent because they get stuck on something. I can't throw them away. I can't just get rid of them. And so now I have all of these, like, trays in various states of sprouting tiny succulents all over my apartment, and there's no place to put these succulents. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of these tiny plants, and at least the first tray is about ready to be transplanted. There's no place to put them, and it happened again today. I transplanted 2 succulent cuttings right before recording this podcast. Like, oh,
you want to know what you need, Haley?
Tell me, Heidi.
I was thinking of some ideas. I want to hear Heidi's first.
Well, I don't know what it would be called, but it would be like the Sushi Rolodex, but for your succulents.
The problem is they need lights.
Yeah, so we'd have to come up with something that had, like, light panels instead of index cards, and it was on, like, a carousel.
Oh. Like a rotating carousel of greenhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Vertical sushi roll succulent gardening.
I see.
I was thinking more like everyone that you know is going to start getting succulent plants as gifts, and that maybe you just need to set up like a little succulent stand on the front sidewalk, like a lemonade stand, but with plants.
Mm-hmm. You live in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I do live in Brooklyn, and I live above a bar, so I feel like there would be a steady stream of impulse buyers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I don't have quite the stoop setup that would be needed. Like, there's only one step into my building instead of, like, the multi-steps.
Maybe you can get, like, like, you know, the people who sold, like, cigarettes at the, like, old-timey, like, plays. You could get that, but it's all succulents.
Yes.
That would be really funny to, like, open my trench coat
And be like, anybody want a succulent?
But this is Brooklyn. People would pay for that.
Absolutely. I was thinking more...
I don't have time for that, guys.
When you were saying, like, the little, like, the cigarette box, I was picturing Haley in her outfit from the Bunting Emporium.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Right up.
Yes. Oh, well, we could have a succulent stand in the Bunting
Exactly.
Emporium.
And your little,
problem solved.
Your little tray could have bunting swag all around.
Done and done.
Yep. Why are we not actual millionaires? That's my...
Yeah, I mean, problem solved. I don't know why I didn't bring this to you guys before.
Exactly.
The brain trust. The brain trust right here.
Oh, dear.
So do you guys need any succulents?
I forgot to say, this is relatable content. And what happened with my succulents, and I live in a basement in a railroad style urban apartment, not unlike yourself. I moved my tray of succulents that were propagating down onto a coffee table so I could shoot photos in the window that had the good light. And literally my dog Storm ate them. And then I furiously Googled that to make sure they weren't toxic to dogs.
Yeah.
So that's another way to dispose of your succulents.
That would solve that problem, though.
Yeah.
See, I can't control myself.
Yeah.
And so if it were taken completely out of my hands by, like, an act of God, that would also be fine.
Or an act of dog.
Oh.
Sorry.
Ching.
Oh, dear.
I've got too many of these auntie endorphins. I'm insufferable.
I mean, you are just sitting there grinning.
Yeah.
The people who are listening cannot see Heidi's face, but she's radiant.
So speaking of meeting my little niece tomorrow, so I pulled a bit of a Haley this weekend.
I know where this is going.
Just pulling a Haley by when I don't really have time because of deadlines and things. I definitely decided to challenged myself to make a dress from start to finish on Saturday. Because, like, I gotta be dressed up for meeting Evelyn, right?
Right.
I'm pretty excited. So I made this whole dress from start to finish. It was the Decades of Style ESP dress. It's supposed to be super easy, and like on the package...
It's super cute.
Thank you. Yeah, on the package it says, like, make in a day, and I was like, I don't know if I got the skills for this yet. There's a 22-inch zipper. Oh, because I'm not the biggest sewist in the world.
Oh, but you met tape, didn't you?
I'd used Scotch tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that works so well.
Right?
And, like, my zipper's straight and everything. And I did it in a full day. I stayed up till 2:30 in the morning finishing the sleeves by hand.
It counts if you haven't been to bed.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I did it in, like, 14 hours. I think I could do it faster if I did it again. But part of the challenge...
Oh, definitely.
Like, it wasn't just about having this new dress to wear to visit, but it was also about, like, dang it, I really wanted to be further along in my sewing ambitions for the year by now. And if I tell myself that I have to do this in a day, even if it's kind of crappy, like, at least I will have made myself work faster and not, like, press something 800 times or, like, remeasure something 800 times and just get really into, like, the obsessive kind of tics of, like...
I do that, and it's a problem.
Yeah.
It is, like, the enemy of finished anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so... I feel like it's pretty good. The fit, which I think Haley can probably help me with, because she has some of the similar body proportion issues that I have with store-bought clothes or out-of-the-box patterns, which are like, it fit me in the bust measurement, but it was pretty wide in the shoulders for my frame. Yeah. And then I was like, I wore it last night to my knit night, and I was like, it really does fit well in the chest, but... I can see exactly where there's extra fabric, and it's all around the rest of my rib cage. And so, with any luck, seeing those lessons firsthand will help me, like, understand the steps to understand fit.
Oh, yeah. That's an adjustment that's actually relatively easy to make. It's just not... You don't do it in an order that you would immediately think of.
Okay.
Like, for... because I, too, have narrow shoulders... and you get the little pucker that is, like, right in the middle of the neckline. Mm-hmm. To get rid of that, when you're tracing the pattern, tilt the pattern slightly forward the amount that you would need to take it in.
Okay.
And just that gentle tilting off right at the fold line. Mm-hmm. Will take right care of that extra room while not changing, like, the waist adjustment. And then, I mean, you'll need a full bust adjustment even if you think it fits, because the reason it's baggy elsewhere is because it's fitted in the bust area, so there isn't room for that fabric to fall straight.
Yeah. And it's so funny because... Like, as I've said, like, I'm a full-time crafter, but sewing is not my, like, primary wheelhouse within needlecrafts.
Yeah, and we'll post Heidi's pictures of this, because the dress is super cute, and you'll know immediately what we're talking about, because she did a really smart fix, like, taking care of that on a finished garment, since it's not a thing that you can really change the fit of. A lot of petite adjustments aren't things that you can do after the fact. You need to do them
when you're cutting
before you cut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so she did a really, really smart thing that we'll have to post the picture of.
Thanks. Yeah, we'll put that in the show notes. And it's so funny because I feel like as of this dress, and maybe also, like, being closer with you, Haley, and, like, kind of getting to talk about this almost in real time with other people who have, like, kind of mastered, like, understanding their own fit and adjustments. The like, dots finally connected for me yesterday when I was wearing that dress and saw, like I said, the, like, good bust fit, but the bagginess elsewhere. I was like, oh, right. This is what I do when I make a sweater, when I knit or crochet a sweater. Like, I always have my bust line, but I do more decreases or increases depending on the direction from which I'm working to accommodate the extra real estate in the front and lack thereof in the back.
Right. No, it's funny. Like, whenever I'm actually sewing, like, in the moment, I find it, like, unnecessarily difficult to see those fit problems, but it's incredibly easy to see exactly what needs to be done on someone else, and it's also incredibly easy to see exactly what needs to be done when you're wearing it when it's finished.
Yep. Yeah. And then you sit there and you're like lifting up and like pinching bits of fabric under your armpits. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I am a master of adding darts at the bust.
Yeah.
In like trapeze tank tops that I fall into those look super cute on people.
Yeah.
I should own one of those. You know, like the trapeze tanks that just hang.
Yep.
They turn into a tent on me.
Yeah.
Like the minute they hit my boobs, it's like, yo.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, darts.
Yeah.
That's what darts are for.
Yeah, and
That's
it's
why
like,
we do that.
and it's like,
if you've got an A or B cup, I'm sure that looks real cute.
Yeah.
It is not.
when you're looking at a triple D or North, it's a little different. It's like 2 tents, and then you just kind of look pregnant, or just like really wide if you have hips like I do too. It's just like straight up and down. This is why you need to know how to like do little adjustments.
Yes.
Yeah.
Darts are your friend.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I think one of the best ways to teach darts is an off-the-rack trapeze tank top. Like having people pin and pinch to make that fit.
Yeah.
Because then you can see like the angle and where the darts need to point and stuff in a way that is so much more obvious, I think, than trying to fit a bodice that you're making.
No, I was so excited. I'm so lucky and spoiled to be at the point I am in sewing and having you as a friend. So thanks.
But that dress is super cute.
Yeah,
it fits beautifully everywhere but the shoulders.
Yeah.
For those who have not yet seen it on Instagram, Heidi did just some little pleats right at the neckline where there was that extra room, and it looks really cute. It adjusted the fit very well. It might, if you are a sewer and are feeling especially finicky about fit, and are looking for places where you should adjust, you can see where you might have done that differently at the cutting point. But honestly, if you were to pick that up as an off-the-rack sort of thing, you would be like, this fits amazingly.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's super cute. It looks really good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can't wait to see what you make next.
Yeah. I'm sure I will do an Instagram story being like, what the heck is this? Because that's usually what my Instagram stories are when I'm trying to sew.
We should do a pattern together.
Oh, at the
I
same
need
time.
to make a dress for my book release party.
Oh, awesome.
And it's definitely time. It's definitely time for me to make some additional dresses. So we can fit, pin, and swear together if you want.
Yeah.
So, we've just been talking about these like customizations and making things fit just right. And now I'm going to talk about a thing that makes a thing where I'm sure that the fit is never just right. But it is intriguing nonetheless.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the other day on Twitter, I encountered a post from Mashable where they shared a little video about a rocking chair that also knits hats.
That's so cool.
I love everything about that idea.
There's so many good things here.
It's so efficient.
Exactly. After I quickly sent this link to you guys, obviously, and for those listening, Haley immediately responded with more devices that are similar to this, including a bicycle and a clock.
Yes, thanks, former writing for Make and Craft.
Yeah. But basically the idea behind this is it's a knitting machine. That's the essence of it. And like my little sister had a little toy knitting machine that basically you wrap the yarn around these little hooks like a loom, like a knitting loom. And that's how you get it started. And then you just turn the crank and it just knits for you like more of a commercial knitting machine, but on a really small scale.
Oh, yeah, you can make socks like that and then just turn the heels. And
Exactly. And it's,
yeah.
I mean, really, my sister's
really
It's a little
fast.
more chunky. Yeah, it's really fast if it's functioning correctly. I mean, obviously there's
And leg
times when it
warmers.
gets a little wonky. Yes, exactly. I think I think she made either leg warmers or arm warmers for her first project. But this rocking chair,
Oh, now I want one.
it's so fun.
Because I always want leg warmers in the winter. Because I want like weird, like nice stripy warm things.
Yeah. And watching this thing work, the toy knitting machine and all of these other versions, it's mesmerizing, I think. But this rocking chair, the idea is you sit in it and your rocking movement moves this lever on it, which triggers the round hooks and loom. The gear that does this loom action. And there it is, right above your head, which is perfect for making a hat. It just is knitting away. And the best part about this is, of course, you can sit in this rocking chair and be knitting something else or embroidering something else or, doing English paper piecing or whatever.
And listening to an audiobook at the same time.
It's so productive. This is what I need in my life. I think there's only one of them in existence. I don't see it happening anytime soon, but that's what I need.
I'm pretty sure that we could make something like that.
Yeah, the clock link that Haley shared, which we'll put all of these links in the show notes too, so that you can see these things in action. The clock was just a concept at the time that it was shared, and it was a good idea, except that it took the way that it worked so slowly because it was making a stitch an hour because of how the clock.
And I mean, it was an art.
Exactly. It was, but the idea with it was that over the course of a year, it would knit a scarf, which is still very charming and a cool idea for an art piece. But
it's cute. I would buy one of those.
Yeah, because then it's just it's hanging on your wall and you're
Can you imagine the dust?
You'd have to be dusting it throughout the year. I'm thinking. No, that's that's a thing to be thinking about. But no, I want the bicycle was
like waiting for the train.
Yeah.
I think it took 5 minutes of pedaling.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah, there was this bicycle in the subway in London.
Yeah, and again, this is knitting a scarf in 5 minutes that's amazing. That'd be great. Except that I'm still leaning towards the rocking chair because multiple things at once, and I guess you could rock a little faster.
Why not both? Like have like the little pedals that you can get like for under your desk or something, and have that.
That's true.
Whatever mechanism's holding up the hat, you could just build on to that mechanism and have like hat and scarf right next to each other, and that's the gym. You're able to do other work at the same time. You're relaxed. You're well supported. I'm in. Like anything that could turn my fidget into productivity.
I could also picture it like a recumbent bike version, where it's kind of like you're sitting in a recliner while you're cycling and working. There's so many possibilities.
That. I like it.
Yeah.
Is there a way to make it sushi themed?
Of course.
I mean, there's a lot of round things. They could all be painted like sushi.
Yeah. Plus, you could use it to knit sushi.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Gradient yarn that when you roll up the scarf at the end, looks like a sushi roll.
Yep.
Okay, I feel like we've just invented like 18 fantastic things in this podcast so far, and we aren't even finished yet. But the gradient yarn that looks like sushi, if that doesn't exist already, that really should.
There is a pattern for like a selvage edge scarf that when it's rolled up looks like sushi. There is one. Yeah.
Well, there we go.
There you go.
So we didn't invent that idea.
I don't.
But we did invent the yarn.
Yeah, I don't think the yarn. I don't think the yarn has been done.
I don't know. I feel like Twinkie-chan must have done it.
Yeah.
Because
she's somebody who's like an actual genius too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has made all the amazing things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, again, how are we not millionaires?
It's a mystery. It's a mystery.
I don't know.
Right.
It's coming.
Speaking of It is. It's coming. Speaking of things that one might use to look like sushi.
Yes. As
Let's
one wants
talk
to.
about Halloween and cosplay sewing.
Okay.
Because you could be a giant sushi roll. You could be anything you want.
Of course.
You can.
You can. I'm going to go full not snob here, which is sort of surprising considering I really like to design from the ground up personally, and I don't tend to take what I think of as shortcuts, even if they would be totally reasonable and actually a smarter thing. Like, it's a problem. But a thing that I love right now that maybe some people don't love so much, but I think is awesome because it's making a whole lot of fun things a lot more accessible, is that many of the big pattern companies like McCall's and Simplicity are starting to get in on cosplay dress up and like licensed items and just a lot of really, really fun. There's a lot of steampunk stuff going on, and they're partnering with actual cosplayers who like big recognizable names.
Yeah, like Yaya Han has a fabric line.
That is exact.
Yeah, I was going to say the
and
fabric
she's
that goes
got a
with
pattern
it.
line too.
Yeah.
And so I am especially excited about Simplicity has the DC Bombshells costume patterns, which is delightful because I really like bombshell illustrations from like World War II era. And so they've got like the Captain America and I'm guessing Supergirl. Oh, it's called Stargirl, not Captain America. Oh, right. Never mind. But the Wonder Woman is super cute. Like, I would totally wear that in life. And so, like, they're getting into all of these really, really fun, and those two are both Simplicity. And then I'm trying to remember who partnered with Yaya Han.
I know.
It's McCall's.
Yeah.
McCall's has an entire line of her stuff that are just like basics that you can build on for your costumes.
Yeah, doesn't she have like
And
a
I'm just so
bodysuit
excited.
to use as like a foundation garment? Yeah, that's so smart.
Yeah. And Simplicity also apparently just got the licensing for Harry Potter.
Oh,
and so there are patterns right now for the robes for all the different houses, like officially licensed patterns, which is fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the officially licensed stuff because I like the attention to detail on a lot of it, because there are certain parts of costume pieces that you simply can't see because you're not looking at them flat ever. Right. And so I'm especially excited about that. And I'm also very delighted with there's some steampunk corseted and bustled Doctor Who specific patterns that I own, and the thought of petiting them is a bit much for me at the moment because they've got boning, and
Yikes.
it's going to be an adventure to petite that monster, but also they're so cute and I would definitely wear them. But I've also been sort of diving into costume pieces that you don't necessarily think of when thinking of building like your basic cosplay setup. And I found this also Simplicity pattern that is Mrs. Civil War undergarments.
What?
Okay.
Mrs. Civil War undergarments. And it is an entire pattern with like a chemise and stays and bloomers and, or I guess probably petticoat. And it's like, well, of course you would need undergarments to go with these dresses, but, like just things that would occur to me if I were building a specific look, but wouldn't necessarily occur to me in just the like brainstorming and planning time. I mean, you would finish this outfit and then be like, crap, I don't have any underwear. This is a problem.
All I can think of right now is Sheldon on Big Bang Theory when they went to a Renaissance fair and his dismay that his friends were not wearing traditional medieval undergarments. That was just unacceptable.
I agree completely. So anyway, I'm just really excited that so many options for sewing your own patterns and different cosplay pieces exist now.
Yeah.
And there are also quite a few independent designers. I saw quite a few stores on Etsy that were devoted to both finished pieces and patterns, and I'll link to a bunch of my favorite stuff in the show notes. But I'm just really excited because it's so much fun to dress up, and it's so much fun to go to Comic-Cons and other cons and like be with your geeks, like the people who are the same kind of geek as you. And I love that people can now get like the actual costumes that they're going for and learn how to fit them and not necessarily have to do it from the ground up, because that's not really a reasonable thing for most hobbyists to do. And I think I just about swore there and didn't. I think it's really effing great that exists as an option, and I love it.
Yay. Speaking of people who can be whatever they want to be, my baby niece. I'll just bring it right back.
Your baby niece can be whatever she wants to be.
She can.
Yes.
She currently weighs 6 pounds, even though she's 3 months old, because she was a micro preemie. So she has tripled her birth weight. She was just under 2 pounds when she was born. And so the thing is, she's so tiny and she's so cute because she's so tiny that the urge to make her 800,000 million things is so strong, because all I'm thinking about is how fast I can make them, because she's like...
But baby stuff is so fast.
Like... She's like, I don't know, she's probably like 18 inches long now, maybe, probably not even. And so I'm like, oh, I really want to make her some little butt bloomers, because her butt's so little.
Monster pants.
Yeah.
Oh, I love them.
Well, and now I obviously have to make her a little sushi roll outfit.
Obviously.
First Halloween.
Yeah. And it's funny, though.
Oh, that would be great with swaddling.
Yeah. You just make her a little...
Yeah.
Whatever that...
A sleep suit.
Yeah. Or a photo prop. Those are really big right now. You just, like, lay the...
Wait, she could be a photo prop?
No, like, you just, like... Because Instagram's so huge, everybody wants photo props for their little babies. And so they're, like, a blanket with, like, stuff on it. So it's like they're wearing a costume, but you don't have to, like, make the newborn wear pants.
I thought she was the photo prop, and... Never mind.
I mean, yeah.
Never mind.
But the point I was going to get to here, sorry guys, I'm just so radiant, as Haley said, and not manic. The thing is though, like, I want to make her so many things, but I'm struggling with, like, balancing the crafts I do for work, because that's always a thing, as we have talked about a lot on this podcast. But then I'm also dealing with the fear and just, like, logical knowledge that she's going to grow out of this soon, which is, like, the point, because she's teeny tiny.
Yeah.
But then do I care? I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I mean, I would say that the bigger the project, the longer it takes. Maybe you want to make that for something that's going to be usable longer, but, you know, if it's small and cute, just make all the things.
Yeah, I think that's the only solution.
We're enabling you.
Yeah. Well, and also...
I mean, baby sweaters knit up so fast.
Yeah. And it's funny you mention that, because my sister-in-law, she has officially made her first craft request for her daughter. And it's this really cute knitted top and bottom. So it's separate. It's a sweater and a little, like, knit bloomer with a little, like, upper thigh ruffle. And the top is in light pink, and the, like, diaper cover bloomer thing is in gold. And I think it's going to be really cute. So I think that might be the one I have to just say, I have to make this. I don't care. I can do it in a weekend.
I mean, it was requested.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure that it will be used for, like, photos or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, if any listeners have favorite baby crafts, and specifically baby girl crafts, that they would totally make if they had a teeny tiny baby to make them for, send them my way, because I got auntie endorphins going, and it's only going to keep going.
And she's ready to dive into that bad idea rabbit hole.
Yep. And get a lot of sleep while I do it.
So much sleep. You're going to be... Well, I mean, honestly, you're really glowy, so whatever you're doing, it's working.
Yeah. All right, friends. Before we get into any more bad ideas or good ideas,
Yeah.
I think we should wrap it up.
No, we're rolling it up. We're sushi rolling.
Yeah. Yes, we're rolling it up. That's it. I was like, where's the sushi joke to end this podcast?
I brought
Well
the sushi
done.
dad.
All right.
We're good. All right. We're rolling it up, baby.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Very Serious Crafts podcast. Be sure to visit veryseriouscrafts.com for show notes, serious social media links, and more.